Bro, what? Yeah, I'm here. Plot armor. Like plot armor. Like 100%. Like bruh. Then also Earth One Superman is, well, he is the Hollywood Superman. So literally his superpower is plot armor. Like he's Superman that has a walking Deus Ex Machina in his back pocket, bro. Wait, what? I hate this. 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 He Martha. Bruh. Bruh, 10 out of 10. Best DC movie. That's just because he hate art. He hates art. Speaking of Overwatch, bruh, these skins. Bruh. The Zarya skin look good. I, 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 said, I said the Zarya skin look good. I said, I said the Zarya skin look good. I'll repeat it until y'all understand. Nah, because of that fucking Michelin lip nigga. That is true. Tony Dungy built both the teams. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, so I woke up and looked at the score. They ain't do nothing in the fourth quarter at all. I was like, I'm tired of this third quarter nonsense, bro. If y'all can't do nothing until third quarter only, and they smack me around the rest of the quarters, like who cares about this third quarter nonsense, bro? Like that is
I
such
mean,
a
I mean,
lame.
it can be argued that Derek Carr, his whole career in as a Raider, he hasn't had a stable offensive coordinator, or you know what I'm saying, like a coach for the matter. The Raiders haven't been straight on coach for a long time. So
Offensive line. You can say the same thing for offensive line too.
They
yeah,
just crumble.
Their offensive line always been garbage.
yeah.
They just crumble. That's what we was talking about in the other podcast. I'm just like, bro, that's lame. How do you only get one thing? All you gotta do is work out, dude. Like, what are you doing, bro? Put the hamburger
No,
down,
that's not
dude.
okay. No, that's not true. That's
Nah, we
completely
trust me.
untrue.
We tried to explain this to him. Let it go. Let it go. Hey, hey, Dark, are you doing fantasy next year? I don't know, bro. I'm jinxed, bro. Hey, why they put me up against this man this week, bro? Hey, Kyle Pitts ain't even playing, and they projecting this man to beat me by 40 points, bro.
I don't have control over my
That's
team,
tragic.
bro. Still.
His team is averaging like 210 points a week, bro.
Trust me, I know he already beat me.
Bro, we struggling to break 170. He's averaging 200 points. He don't even have control of these. He literally sitting in the top box eating Skittles, and his team just running over everybody.
Yeah, bro.
This man gonna become champion in the league, and he don't even know it.
Bro, it's 100%. I'm gonna do my own fantasy next year, cause yeah, I can't trust my brother. So yeah, I'm definitely like that.
Hey, 2 days, y'all. 2 days before we get that good basketball.
We playing basket. Well, I could go back. I could look at my phone.
Chappelle, bro.
Sign up and join y'all.
I was gonna say, yeah, let's get to Shabbat. I'm gonna have to go to sleep soon.
To me, it wasn't
So,
that funny.
Bruh.
okay. Okay, I think there are three categories of people who could have watched this, and I think this is what I was my perspective earlier. I feel like there's people who went into it for comedy. I feel like there's people who went into it to be upset, and I feel like there's people who simply wanted to see Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
We talking about the
I feel
special
like
now.
depending,
Oh.
yeah, I feel like depending on what you went in and your expectation when you went in is how you're going to be.
Oh hell yeah! Full stop. That shit was
I
hilarious.
also went in at first. I was thinking it was gonna be, super funny. So I'm drinking and stuff. I'm listening to it, but I'm like, the more I'm listening, I'm like, I mean, it's kind of funny, but to me, it felt like it was more of a message. So that's why I'm saying you just want to see Dave Chappelle. I feel like this is a great special. But if you did go in for a comic or for it to be funny, you're probably not gonna like it as much. And if you came in and get your feelings hurt, well, you got your feelings hurt.
I 100% thought it was hilarious. I mean, maybe it's because I'm such a big Dave Chappelle fan, but I feel like you you can look at this specific special as a one-off, but I think it's better if you look at all his Netflix specials as a whole, because I mean he said throughout his all his specials on Netflix, he was trying to say something, and people that would come to him about what they thought he was talking about would be wrong about what the message he was trying to get out there was. But but yeah, I kind of looked at this movie, this special as I kind of put all of them as looked at them all as one special, and I thought it was great. I loved it.
Yeah, I think it was extremely good.
I didn't think it was that funny. There were some parts that I did laugh, but I felt like it was necessary to kind of open people's eyes because, like, granted, I didn't. I wanted to go in, laughing, whatever, blah 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 blah, but I enjoyed it. Like, even though I didn't think it was funny, I did enjoy it because he was just speaking the truth, man.
Yeah, and that's what, like, my first time I watched it, I actually stopped watching it because I went into it like you're saying, like I thought it was gonna be funny. I was like, but this is not funny, so I stopped watching it, and then I went back to watch it, and I was like, okay, no, this is really good. And I'm glad he spoke on the situation. I feel like, well, I know everybody who went in who wanted their feelings hurt missed everything that he was trying to say. And number two, most of them didn't even watch it. I'm like, y'all.
But people like that are always gonna miss it. People like that are always gonna miss the message because they go into it with a
predetermined.
Yeah.
And
the thing about it,
that's in pretty much anything in media. Like, let's be real. No matter who it is, not just this. And I agree mostly with what like Zaraki said. I had the same thing where it was like, I've seen funnier Dave Chappelle stuff, and there were still parts on it that I laughed, because the nigga's still funny. But like, it was clear that he was putting a message in it. But the only issue with that is that the people who need the message aren't gonna get the message. The people who got the message already knew before this. Like,
But at the same time, though, I feel like even the people who know don't speak about it. No one wants to speak about it because, well, as we see what's happening. Yeah. It's like,
It ain't even just about I feel a cancellation thing, because it's like, to be honest, I mean, let's say, like, we get it, right? Okay, we get canceled. What is that changing us? What is, we got ratioed on Twitter? Whoop de fucking do. That's not gonna do anything to our lives, right? It's not gonna ruin our livelihood. Like, we can shout from the mountaintops about it, but if nobody's getting it, what would be the point of us,
So
thing.
What I'm saying is, because no one actually speaks about it, especially like on like Netflix or something, or it's like a special, nothing changes. They keep doing whatever they want to. So I will say, I've noticed, especially recently, people are starting to speak about, the bullshit that the trans community does, because everybody's always like, just let them do what they want. Well, now it's becoming, no, let's call them out. And then it's funny because okay, I guess before I even continue, what was the message you guys got? What What did y'all get out of this special?
Oh, that hey nigga, if you're gonna be a minority, you're a minority all the time. You don't get the half step.
Yeah.
You either
That
reinforce
was
plan
one
A.
of the points.
No, that's the main point. Everything else was just comedy for me.
That was the main point. That was the main point. But it was he spoke on a couple of different things, but that was the majority of it.
Okay, anybody else? Well, I guess I'll go next. I think my biggest thing was you if you want to be a part and you want people to accept you, then you can't feel like you're bigger or you're above being joked on. Like I feel like the whole time he's joking on them because he's like, you why not? And that's why ultimately at the end he was like, and I'm done joking on y'all because you're exiling yourselves from everybody. You're doing this to yourselves in a sense, and then you play victim.
God
And y'all
damn it,
been
man.
getting way more support compared to like black folks who they've been doing this for years. We like I'm talking about they had to fucking fight for just to be civil and stuff like this, getting sprayed with holes just because they wanted to go to the same restaurant. But y'all are getting so much support and canceling people's careers just because of your feelings
Yeah.
and because of a joke. And he even pointed out that in the end, you even ate your own because they didn't follow your thing. He was like, I talked to the trans chick, and y'all was the ones who dragged her. Like it's out of control, and you wonder why everybody, has a problem with you. Why nobody wants to talk about this? Because ultimately, you're exiling yourself. You don't want to be a part of anything. Think of it like this. Think of somebody or anybody. Let's say we introduce a new guest and they feel like we shouldn't joke on them. There's two things that are going to happen. Either we're not going to want you around or we're going to joke on you even harder. There's no in between. There's no in between. So if you're sitting here like you're in a lose-lose situation if you're talking about you can't joke on me.
Man, that reminds me of somebody that used to be here.
I know, right? I thought about that when I first watched that special.
Man.
Ad hominem. Ad hominem.
And now I got superhuman jumping. He can jump
That's
from
another
continent
reason,
to
though.
continent in
I
seconds.
think I know that I always joke on if somebody else is new, like I did nerd ossification or whatever his name is. I always joke on the new people, anyways, because that's the easier way to get them, I guess,
Involved.
comfortable. And like, I don't want you to feel like an outsider. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm catering to you. I don't know, bro. Like, you're part of the outcast. I mean, you're part of the crew right now, so I don't want you to feel like, oh, a special guest. I don't care if it's fucking Kyrie Irving joining the cast. I'm gonna joke on his ass too.
Bruh, this man.
Hold on,
You
wait.
better not. You better call
I know
him. You better not call him the
I
N
know
word.
the Dave Chappelle thing. I know the Dave Chappelle thing. So it's supposed to be like the last part, but nah, bro, we got to talk about
I
Kyrie.
want to. That's why I actually brought that up.
Look,
Let's wait. Is anybody else got something to say about the Dave Chappelle thing? I didn't want to talk too long on it, but
Nah, it's all good. I'm done with it. I
I
do
think it was a
wanna
very
see that
simple thing. It wasn't something that we need to harp on, but I did want to talk about it for a bit.
I feel like it was needed though. Especially,
Yeah,
I feel like it
I
was needed.
definitely feel like it was needed. Did you,
That's
wait,
why he did
before
it.
okay, I do got one more thing to say about it. Y'all know they said like the Netflix employees, the trans. I think they said 4 of them got fired because they tried to storm in. They
Yeah.
tried to say because they tried to say because they were trans, and then it turned out no, you tried to storm in
To a
an office
meeting you had no
What-
business being in.
yeah. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Why y'all always trying to spin a story? You knew you had no business. doing that.
right there, because that would have happened to a regular ass employee.
Right, but they trying to act like, oh, cause we were trans and we tried to fight for our right. No, that's not why you got fired.
They thought John Gruden was in there.
But apparently they got the jobs back, and then they said the trans are supposed to be who work at Netflix are supposed to be staging a walkout, and then everybody was laughing. What, all five of y'all? Who cares?
I
Hey,
mean,
wait,
that's
hold
Like,
on.
stupid. That's dumb.
No, wait. They willing to walk out on Dave Chappelle special, but they was fine with little girls twerking their ass on there.
There you go.
mm,
Because
Oh,
that's
oh,
empowerment,
mm,
my guy.
oh, a walk out of this. Okay,
now,
I thought they was talking about. I thought they was talking about walking out of their
So
job
I
all
asked
at the same
nobody
time.
walk out
oh,
when
the job. No, they're talking
I
about
asked
the job. They're
nobody
talking
walk
about they
out
don't
when
want to work
cuties
on
was
Netflix
on
anymore.
Bruh,
That's
okay,
all.
that's
And
cool.
it's funny because they exposed themselves. Okay, this is why I think the special was needed. It was some chick, apparently what they call dear white people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, there was a trans woman writing the script, and everybody's like, "What the fuck? Why would you have a trans woman writing the experience of black people in college?" And everybody's like, "What? Get the fuck out!" Like,
A white trans woman telling people how black people be reacting.
like
Niggas
it's
be
a lot of
like,
stuff.
hey, what's that white home snap?
What's up, the Megan? The Megan. I swear I say it wrong every time, but the Mahagan. Hello.
The mahogany.
But yeah, it's been some pretty funny stuff, man.
Hey man, Kyrie a fucking idiot.
So, Kyrie, you think he's an idiot? Nah, I
Hey,
disagree.
look, nah, man, fuck, nah, look, fuck all that. I'm not talking about the vaccine. This my feelings. Fuck all y'all feelings, right? Nigga, you get paid millions of dollars to play basketball.
There
You're
you
not the
go.
only nigga in the league, right? If the league
Yeah.
wants you to be vaccinated, nigga, get vaccinated. You don't want to get vaccinated, fine, get out the fucking league. But you a fucking idiot throwing away guaranteed millions of dollars. I don't care how much money you got saved over, nigga. You at the height of your career. You literally getting ready to work on re-signing, refinancing your career. Literal millions of dollars you're throwing away for what? Some shit that you gonna forget about in a couple of years, nigga.
No, no, no,
Like
no, 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 no,
I
no.
don't care.
Bruh,
Like
he's
it,
upset that people are losing their jobs because they don't want to get
he don't get
vaccinated.
he don't get a fuck about that. That nigga don't want to get vaccinated, which is fine. Like I said, if you don't want to get vaccinated, that's your choice, right? But nigga, what I'm saying is, you don't want to get vaccinated. Get the fuck from around me. I don't want your dust ass coughing on me, so I don't give a fuck who you are. You can be Kyrie, you can be LeBron, you can be whoever the fuck you want to be, right? Nigga, you not getting vaccinated. Get the fuck off the court. Get the fuck out of here. Pack this nigga up. Get him out of here.
Are
Get
there other
get
teams that are
get the
allowing
fuck.
Nah,
players that aren't vaccinated playing?
Oh
no.
nah.
That is against
Oh,
the man. Like, okay, you do that.
That is a league-wide
Yeah.
mandate.
Yeah,
Any
go ahead and
team,
do that.
not your organization getting the fine, your organization getting the fine, players, and then they just getting you out of there. You're not playing. Get on.
Yeah. Like, bro, they talking about like forfeiting games. Like this is not like an optional thing. Like
Think
this can
about
ruin
like
your
think
season.
about it.
you better
Five
join the
niggas in the league,
NFL.
right? Bro, think about this, boy. Like, imagine five niggas, right? Don't want to get vaccinated. So then 200 other motherfuckers can't do nothing. Cause these five niggas like, oh well, I don't feel I should do it, but y'all can't do nothing if I don't want to. Fuck you. You
All
don't
right.
do shit for you don't do shit for me. Get out. Bye. That's fine. I don't care. I don't care. You don't have to do anything. Get the fuck out. That's the only thing you got to do. Get out. You don't have to get the vaccination. Get the fuck out. Simple.
Right.
I think that if Kyrie is pretty dumb for throwing away that amount of money. If you're a regular person and you don't want to get vaccinated, I understand. That's your choice. You're not getting paid millions of dollars. But this man's throwing. He could be a multi. He's throwing away multi millions. You
But
know. So I mean
like,
that's pretty dumb.
I would even give this nigga a pass. Like, let's say he was like just like a coaching person. Like, you ain't got to be on the side. Like, you don't have to be around niggas. Like, you was working in a back office or something, right? Okay, whatever. Nigga, don't motherfucker, don't be guarding me, breathing your hot COVID breath all on my neck. Nigga, get the fuck off me.
I mean,
Cause
but
I'm
you
a
but
ring.
you can just get a test. You can just get a test before the thing. That's actually what a lot of people do. I think it was in NFL. That was the option. You could actually get
It's
tested. You
it,
can get weekly
we
tested.
can let me put it this way. I know you just started watching NFL, right? But the thing
Hmm.
is, the reason that is a thing, right? But the NBA has always been much better than the NFL in the way they handle things in pretty much every aspect, especially when it comes to like league and player relations. Like stuff like this rarely happens in the NBA. Shit like this happen all the time in the NFL. Like what was that like?
So
Maybe
you do it's it was okay for him to play at other places other than New York City. New York City is because New York City has that mandate for the vaccine. He could have played for anywhere else.
no, that's what I'm saying. But the league is actually working on changing a league wide rule because he's not the only one. What's that? Al Horford.
Yeah,
Al
it's
Horford just
about 5 of them.
yeah, Al Horford just had a thing. But what I'm saying is like even with what he's doing, like he in fact they didn't even tell this nigga he had to retire. He said that he wanted to retire, right? Because no, that you laugh. It is. Nobody told him he had to try. Mind you, it's not like the league said he wanted to get out, right? This nigga took it upon himself to be like, well, if I can play in Brooklyn and I'm not gonna get the vaccine, then I'm just not gonna play. I'm retired. I'm
Cause he
looking
know he
like
ain't gonna win no championship nowhere else.
I was looking. I'm like, okay, but the thing is, they're framing it as if like the league's telling this nigga like he gotta go, right? Like they told him, like, nah, I'm saying he should just get the fuck out, right? But they framing it like the league told this nigga like, oh, you can't do nothing ever in the NBA ever in history
See, okay,
because you
I
want
was going
to
on
do
the
it.
notion that it was already a rule that the
No,
NBA put in place that you have to be vaccinated before you.
no,
No,
they
that's
would
certain
prefer,
cities right now.
they would prefer you to, and then also most of the rules are organization, like organizations actually start taking stuff upon themselves, like back when they was doing the bubble thing, like when everything first happened and all the games were played in Orlando.
Hmm. So
Um,
it's more like the NFL, kind of like how you don't have to be right, at least right now, before they do. If they do put that rule in place, it's kind of like the NFL where you don't have to be vaccinated to play.
kind of, but
Yeah,
the only difference with the NBA, the only difference with the NBA is that they actually like they had a lot of these like meetings where they determine stuff like that. They do actually take more player input. Like whereas in the NFL, it would be basically Roger Goodell and some owners, and they'd be like, "All right, these
Hmm.
motherfuckers gonna do what we say, whatever, right?" But the NBA always have the Players Association literally working 1-to-1 with the commissioner
Hmm.
with pretty much everything that they doing. Like, while I think it's stupid what he doing, and I think he should just pack this nigga up, right? No, he technically doesn't have to leave. Like this is all stuff. This is all stuff for his publicity. Cause let's be real, if this was all being handled like in the office behind closed doors and shit, right? It's probably gonna get settled the same way. But we all know court of public opinion is gonna help because at the end of the day, who paying for everything? The niggas who come to the games and shit, right?
Hmm.
And we're not gonna act like Kyrie isn't one of the better players and one of the more popular players. So when you get the public on your side, like you can, yeah, I know you don't be on Twitter like that, but if you get on Twitter right now, right, it is a good like probably say like I don't know 80-85% of people on like Kyrie's side. You should see how these niggas going at Stephen A. Smith for like
yeah. See, no. Okay, no. Because Stephen A. Smith won number one. Because you literally just saying he's literally just yelling over what was it, Jay Williams
yeah, Jay
for saying
Williams.
that because he
I'm not
said that
surprised.
he has a right to himself to make a decision, and he's yelling talking about you're full of shit because he said no, there's never been a vaccination when everybody's been 100%, and he's like you're full of shit. Stephen A wasn't even making any points. Stephen A doesn't want to see a different side of the point. But before we go there,
I was gonna
let's
say
start
Stephen
with
A never makes any
let's
points.
start
That's why he
with
got
something
Max
simple
Kellerman out of there.
as so what would be the problem? Because you keep talking about like he's coughing over the other players. What's the problem with him getting a test before he goes to the match? And it shows that he's negative. And so you know he doesn't have COVID. So what's the problem at that point?
See, that's the same thing. That's why I brought up the Al Horford thing, because Al Horford actually did that, and then like a couple of hours after the game, it showed that he was positive. Granted,
Yeah, okay.
He got a negative test before, and what I'm saying is like when you do like the speed testing, like it's not 100% accurate. Like first of all, there's nothing in the world that's 100% accurate except for death and taxes. That's the bottom line on that. But what I'm saying is when you like a public figure, right, and you have like this situation, it's one of those things where it's like the many over the few. Like I get that he don't want to take it, right? That's fine. Like I'm not saying he don't have to take it. That is his decision, right? But what I'm saying is like you are on the minority. It'd be different if it was like something like a financial thing or like a political thing, right? But this come down to a health safety thing. And the majority of the people don't feel safe. So if you, a select few, are making the majority of the people feel unsafe, you can't play a basketball game with 3 niggas. But you get rid of them 3 niggas and you still have 100 more. I can still keep my league going.
Yeah.
Like I can't do it. Like at the end of the day, it sounds fucked up, right? But at the end of the day, they are running a business, and the business of entertainment, right? As entertaining as Kyrie is, there are other point guards in the league as entertaining, and he can be replaceable. I'm not gonna sacrifice my entirety of my business just for your one personal thing. If you want to leave, that's fine. But don't make it like yours isn't also the issue I have is that he's making it like he's a martyr or something, right? No, yours is also a personal thing. You don't want to do it for personal reasons. So don't demonize me for my personal reasons of a business that I got to take care of literal tens of thousands of people, and I won't sacrifice those tens of thousands of people for one of you.
But there's no sacrifice, and that's the problem. So number one, you said the dangers that's putting there. Number one, you said the dangers of putting people at risk. So do you know that most are vaccinated? Do you know the percentage of people vaccinated?
Did you not hear me when I said
No. You keep going everywhere. So we're gonna start. So let's start right here. You just talk for like 5 minutes straight, bro. You just talk for like 5 minutes straight, bro. I didn't interrupt you at all. I didn't interrupt you at all.
Hey, how many?
Quoting me because you're
Yes,
misquoting.
I did. You said that it was danger.
Me.
You said there was danger. You said there was he was putting people in danger. Correct or no? That's what you said. You said people feel unsafe. Did you say that or not?
Yes. See, that's what
Okay,
I
okay, let's start right there. Okay, all right. Let's start right there. Let's start right there. That's fine. Okay, I misquoted you. Sure. So we'll move on. More than 50%, more than 70% of people who are vaccinated are misinformed on how deadly the virus it is itself. This is on the CDC page. Guess what their number? Guess what the percentage they think it is for you to get hospitalized or death? Guess their percentage. Guess what they think the percentage is?
Tell me what the percentage is.
They think it's up to 70% chance that you will get hospitalized or death. So yes, you are afraid. There are people who are afraid because they don't know any better. They are wrong. They are misinformed. But that's not a problem. So yes, yeah, they are afraid. They shouldn't be afraid. So number two, you're talking about actually I'm not even gonna go off something you said. Again, you can go off COVID.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. No,
No,
go
I was
ahead.
gonna give a rebuttal to that. I'm not saying that yet people are afraid, right? And they are misinformed. But just
Yeah.
because they're misinformed doesn't mean they're not afraid. If the majority are still afraid, it doesn't matter how misinformed they are. If they don't want to participate and I lose 90% of my participants and I can't run my league, what am I gonna do?
Or, you could be more so like, okay, hey, why don't we educate them and let's stop, lying so much. Let's stop trying to make it seem like it's more than it's not. See, that's the big problem. That's the overarching problem. So yes, as a business,
Who's lying
as
though?
a
The
business,
league not trying to
I
listen.
understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. As a business, because this is all what everything is always about. Black Lives Matter, the LGBT, this vaccine stuff. All of this is about business. So the business is always going to go where the money is at. So yes, when the majority is in favor of something, the business will always go in the majority. So I'm talking about Kyrie as an individual because he, as an individual, decided that he did not want the vaccine. So by everybody trying to exile and make him seem like he's a bad guy when reality is, well, number one, we can also go with people in his demographic being in good shape, uh, age, it's highly unlikely any of them will have a bad case of COVID. And they're on the court, they're playing with each other. So it's not like they're, I don't know, jumping in the crowds before a wave or something. So there's a high chance they would not be.
Crowd surf.
Yeah. Like, so it's a high chance. It's a high chance they will not be at risk. And if they are afraid of being at risk, get the vaccine. It's that simple. Number two, there are ways, like I said with COVID tests. Number three, so are the vaccinated getting COVID tests? And that was the question. Are the vaccinated? Are they required to get the COVID test? Should they get the COVID test too? Because they can carry and they can spread.
Yes.
I think that's organizational, but I believe they all are still getting tested as well. The people who have been vaccinated are still being regularly tested along with everyone else.
Okay, well, that's even better then. So if they're getting tested still, then might
What's
as well
the
just
point of the
let
vaccine, man? What's the point?
Right, that's what I'm
exactly.
saying. Like Jesus,
Y'all see where I'm going with
I
this.
mean, you
This-
want
y'all,
serum that does
y'all see
absolutely
where I'm going with
nothing?
this.
You want this serum that does absolutely nothing? Here you go.
It's giving you
Pretend protection.
they are terrified apparently of a 99.999% chance that he may infect another player
That's a
who
high ass
also had no, my bad, that you actually survive. So, and they also have a 99.999 chance that they will also survive. So they're
But,
terrified of
but,
this
but
This
you're
I
number.
also
think it's
only
stupid because, like,
wait,
if you got the
hold on.
if you
Let me get back to this point.
Go ahead.
But you're also only taking into account their peer-to-peer interactions. See, people aren't just worried about themselves personally. Like, if you have the vaccination, right? Like, even though
Yeah,
you can still have, it's just like the flu, right? You get the flu shot, you might not feel the symptoms of the flu, but you still have the flu in your body. If you interact
yeah.
with like somebody who doesn't have the flu shot, you can end up spreading the flu to them. It's
And you
there's
also can spread it to other people with vaccine. You see the case about Harvard School that all vaccinated and they actually had a COVID outbreak. All vaccinated. All of them vaccinated had a COVID
COVID
breakout.
times two.
So what? So it's crazy though. If you don't got the vaccine, you get symptoms. You got COVID. You can get out the way. You can go quarantine yourself. If you got the vaccine and you got COVID, you don't even know. You don't know. You just spreading. You just going out there having a good time, and you just spreading it,
That's crazy.
and you don't know. How is that better? Also, natural immunity is starting to become proven that it's better. There's all these cases that pretty much. I'm not saying don't get the vaccine. I'm just saying the options are out there. So why are you making people get the vaccine?
that's fine
Why are
and
you
all, right?
making?
I
Yeah,
appreciate all of the medical side of it, right? I appreciate you
yeah.
bringing all of that up. That still gives fuck all about the business side, right?
I
I
said
don't
I
give a
know.
fuck about
I admit this to
don't,
the. I concede this to the
but
business part.
that's what I'm saying. You're arguing with me about the medical side. I'm not arguing against you about the medical side. I'm still talking about the business side. You're talking about why is Kyrie wrong? I said from a business standpoint, this is terrible business. Like I said, I don't care if he doesn't want to get it. I didn't say he needs to get it to live a normal life. I don't give two fucks whether Kyrie gets it or not, right? But what I'm saying is from a business standpoint, with this nigga in the league, and the majority of the people in the league worried about it, you're not gonna win against the entire conglomerate by your singular self. It doesn't matter how much the public's like, oh, we're gonna stand behind our champion Kyrie. He's standing up for the people. He's our Nicki Minaj. Give two fucks about it. Is that gonna get motherfuckers to come to the game when all of the players are like, well, this nigga ain't get it, so I'm not playing? What are they gonna do then? You're literally ruining their capital. You're not wrong.
Is that what the players said? Wait, is there an article that said players weren't going to play with Kyrie on the court?
Yeah, yes, that's literally one of the things. The
No,
only place.
I didn't know. I'm literally asking. I never heard this.
That is the issue. No, that's the only because if these players weren't having the issue, nobody would care. That's what I'm saying.
No. Because
Nobody would have
from
shit
what
about
I've
it.
read, and then because number one, the problem wasn't even the vaccine at first. He was still going to be able to play his away games perfectly fine. So the problem became with the Nets.
Yeah,
They said
the home
because
with the net.
yeah, and they said that ultimately, if you can't play all games, we don't want you on the team. So now he's in the
became
he's
an
in the,
organizational thing.
so now he's at a point where he can't get paid for the home games because of the choice he made, but they have to still pay him for away games because that's a choice they made. So
Yeah.
ultimately, yeah. So ultimately,
once that story grew, right? Once that story grew, you know how with every fucking thing that happens in life, once people start finding about one thing that's happening with somebody in the space, they have to go ask everybody else in that space, right? So when they start doing these interviews and motherfuckers start tweeting and all this other shit, like players who are pro-vaccination and stuff, they started like, even people who aren't pro-vaccinated. Let's just say it's niggas who don't really fuck with Kyrie. Like what is it, Dennis Schroeder? Dennis Schroeder don't like Kyrie, right? Called him a nigga or something, right? He still got beef about that. He said something about it. LeBron said something about it. Granted, he did the like long political way LeBron do shit, right? Like these players started saying stuff about it. And once that became a thing, they were like, oh, okay, now it's gonna be a fucking thing. Like, to be honest, I think there's only a handful of people who only care about it from a medical standpoint, right? But the majority of why this is an issue is all business. Why? Like it's this financial. He's fucking up people's finances. That is the main issue. Like I honestly believe maybe there might be 20% of niggas in the league who actually care about it medically.
Well, Gobi, I just
okay.
wait before y'all continue. I just gotta say one thing about that. Like, I can kind of understand your point, but in the NFL right now, they have it to where you don't have to get vaccinated, and they say like, they still selling out arenas and
Yep.
and they
But
say
the
something like
NFL and the NBA have always been different, especially in that it's just like that's what I was saying with like the Black Lives Matter stuff and everything. Like looking when Kaepernick started kneeling, right? And niggas was like treating it like this nigga was A-Town stomping on the American flag, right?
yeah.
But then like what was that after they choked out your boy, the one who was like had some cigarettes or whatever, and then everybody in the NBA wearing the like I can't breathe shirts, the league was behind all them and they holding like, protests and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's always been different. And let's be real, in America, it's way more niggas who gonna be like, don't tread on me than it is motherfuckers who like equality. And most
right.
niggas don't tread on me niggas.
Yeah, that's why I think the NBA
Right.
Adam
So
Silver
I
blunted
guess
this.
ultimately, I guess
because
this is my question. So if we went over the medical part, so is the business wrong for what they're doing? Because and I'm not talking about for their pockets. I'm talking about in general because there
you
are.
mean like in my eyes are they wrong?
Yeah, sure, yeah. And we're not talking about money. We're not money wise. We're talking about literally art. Is he putting people in danger? Is he doing anything that he should not be doing?
That
If
goes
there
back
are
to the middle
measures
thing.
that he can,
So
no. If
with,
there are
with
measures that he's not really putting anybody at risk, is it a problem? Because of course everybody's always going to go with the majority. That's literally
well,
business and
well,
everything.
I mean,
And
no, my
majority
personal
doesn't mean you're right. Majority almost always, the crowd is usually stupid. Majority is usually always sheep of some sort. So
no, but
majority only means so
so
much.
you're
But
asking
yes,
me
in business,
my
yes,
personal view on it for Kyrie, right?
yeah.
I
Outside of business,
I,
just in
I
general,
don't
him
think
playing on the field with others.
no, I
I
don't
mean, on
think
the
no,
court.
I don't think he's wrong. Like, cause I mean, I'm always been like, it's your decision. Like, I think once you start taking people's decisions away, right, then that's an issue. But if I'm looking at it, even though we aren't talking about that, if I'm looking at it from a
Yeah,
business thing, then I would say
yeah.
he's wrong. But as far as my personal belief, I'm like, he can do whatever he wants to. If he don't want to get the
Okay,
vaccine, I don't think he's wrong because that's his decision. Like I said,
okay.
like I know plenty of
So
people who
so
like
we
on the
agree on
radio
that part.
on the
So
DLC.
then so that's why I was against what Stephen A. Smith was saying, because what Jay Williams was saying exactly what I'm saying. That's his right. But the still Stephen
No,
A.
Steve,
Smith
no,
was
no,
making it
I
seem like
no, Stephen A. is an idiot. Like every time Stephen A. is losing, like if you look at what he said to Jay Williams when he started like attacking him personally, every time Stephen A. is losing an argument, he just be like, well, fuck you, get off my show. That's what happened to Max Kellerman. That's why Max ain't there no more.
Yep, he started yelling over him.
yep.
Whenever this man can't come up with something, he start yelling. He try to take the attention off of that and then just start talking.
That's literally why everybody be watching Undisputed.
Man, no, he just start joking on Max. Like every time he start losing the argument, this man
Bro,
just
there's a literal video on YouTube called Max Kellerman being more black than Stephen A. Smith. And it has millions of views.
I
A
know
lot of people
Stephen A.
think,
seen that video too, and I know he hates it.
yeah, a lot of people think that's why he got fired.
Yeah.
Because of that video. I mean,
Okay,
No,
it's
because
funny because I know what y'all talk about only because they said that's what's gonna be Jay Williams. They made like a meme of a dude walking back to the house and he was locked out. It's like him trying to come to the job tomorrow.
Oh my
they gave
god.
Stephen A. too much power, like Big Ben.
Oh
hey,
man.
bro, Stephen A. really do get to just run his show, bro. It's funny because that's why that one argument was actually what led to Skip leaving the show for good, right? That one argument they had.
No, which one? Which one?
Well,
bro?
like it got real personal, and
No,
like
I don't
Skip,
know which one you talking about. I
I
need to
know
it
it
know.
was
got.
like
I know it got.
right towards the last it was like towards the last month or two when Skip was still on the show, and like I forget they was arguing about something, and like they was going back and forth, and Stephen A. said some shit, and then Skip was just looking like, nah, I'm out this. Like, oh, shit. Bro, I don't think Skip Bayless ever wanted to call somebody a nigga so bad in his life.
Well, with
Wow.
Jalen
Bro, no, that was the crazy part, bro. It was like it was like borderline Jalen Rose dissing, bro. Like, I mean,
this man brought up his childhood.
no, but at least when like Jalen Rose brought up his, right, it was like some like some sports shit, right?
Yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
really
Yeah,
like Stephen
it was some
A.
get
be
back
like,
though. It was some get back, and
but like Stephen A. be bringing up like some personal, like we kind of friends. I gotta talk to you about this shit.
yeah,
Oh man,
yeah.
that just
That's what
made
he's
me think
good
of
at.
the low tier God
And
situation.
like
That's
it'd
what
be
he's
like,
good at.
bro. It'd be like, bro. It's like one of them things where it's like, I get it, but that sounds like some shit that is supposed to be like some between y'all behind the scenes type shit you out here talking about now. Like low
Okay.
key, Stephen A. be on the network dropping nukes, bro.
That nigga ain't playing for
Hey man, they start paying that man more money.
that's super petty.
They start paying that man more money than Skip, and then he got a big head, bro.
Hey
Got
man, that's what
big
happened, bro.
ego.
He started. It's funny because like he became the Skip once Max came there.
Yep. And bro, once
He
Skip
like it.
left, and they gave this man. He said the show was his. It was over, bro.
Yeah.
Like like this man is Big Ben at his prime of sucking, like a few years ago, and and the Steelers refusing to get rid of this man and just keep him on the roster, bro. They need to get rid of. I'm gonna be honest, Stephen A. Bro, they need to just go ahead and get rid of him, bro. They need to just go. Eventually, that show is gonna start tanking. Eventually, that show is gonna start tanking because, like Max Kellerman, I think he was a more important part of that show than what Stephen A. thinks. Yeah, than what like,
you know who they should have on First Take? They should get Max and Will Kane. Them niggas arguing would be great.
I like Will Kane. I did not like him at first because he was a Cowboys fan, but bruh, I like Will Kane.
At first I'm with you on that, bro, because at first I didn't like Will Kane either, but I started getting respect for him once he started standing up to Stephen A. Smith. Because a long time ago,
one thing I'll give him, I might not agree with a lot of shit that Will Kane say, but this nigga won't back down, and that's the biggest thing.
Yes, and like at first he wouldn't say nothing to Stephen A. At first he would kind of, nonchalantly kind of, just let it go.
Well, he wasn't trying to get packed up.
No, he wasn't. But once he got a little name, he got a little, his a little clout out there. He started standing up for himself.
Get a little clout, dog.
Yeah, but what I don't like, I don't know. Maybe Max needs to start standing up for himself more, because people just be dumping on this man.
No, what the issue is that Max and Stephen A. usually have almost the same take. It's just that they'll change a couple of things, and like usually Max is like pretty calm about his. Most of the other people who show up on the show just be like niggas. Like,
yeah, but dude be talking about Max too. Dude be talking bad to Max sometimes, bro. I'm like, Max, dude, say something, bro. Bro, say something. You a Giants fan? Say something. Stand up for yourself. Get some
I don't know, bro. Wait. I just thought about something. Hey, Dark, did you watch the Squid Games?
Bro, no, everybody been talking about that, bro. No, bro.
No, I was gonna say because you said stand up for yourself, and that just made me think of that scene in Squid Game for Homeboy was talking about, hey, they stole our lunch and got beat up to death.
Oh yeah, beat up to death.
That man was beat up. You need to share. You need to share.
Is that show that good? Like,
no.
I think you should watch it. I think you should watch it and
you should watch it and make your own decision. But
it's entertaining. I think it's entertaining. I think the problem is no. I think the idea is great. The execution is horrible at certain parts.
Okay, wait. Before we continue this conversation, did y'all see What If?
I did not.
I saw some of it. I didn't finish it,
bro.
I didn't finish.
Oh my god.
It was
that last episode was ridiculous. You need to watch that, and just so you can see the last episode. The last episode was ridiculous, bro. I'm gonna watch Squid Games. Episode? No, watch the whole thing because it's it's like 9 episodes.
What's got? What else? Is it on Netflix?
What If?
No, it's on Disney Plus, but you can find the site for it.
Well, you have to put a site somewhere so I can look it up. Then.
Okay.
I mean, that'll be a good conversation for the next podcast, anyways.
And animation's pretty good too.
Are we still doing the music thing? That's all I need to know.
And we should wrap it up soon. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, okay. About the music, I think we can talk about the music thing a little bit more in detail because it's still kind of shaky. But I want to.
I think we should just go ahead and do it.
I'm saying like we're gonna pick one person.
Let's start off.
I think it should be just one person because I don't think everybody should be trying to dissect 5 songs a week.
Yeah, let's just start off with one person. We dissect the lyrics of it, and we come back next week and figure out what's going on with it.
All right, so who's gonna be a starter?
Who's starting?
Oh,
I mean, do. Man, you didn't even let me say my phrase. I was gonna say I was gonna be the one to get it started.
Oh my god, that actually would have been good too. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yes,
I shouldn't have took that from you, man. All right, Star, what about you then?
You don't get the start.
Yeah, get it started.
Get it started, now.
No, I don't want him to just because of that catchphrase.
Oh, what song, bro? What song should we listen to and dissect the lyrics to?
Post the link.
Hey man, hey,
Posted in the
Oh,
chat.
okay.
do a
While he's
drill
thinking about that
song.
though, I did
Do
want
a
to say
drill
one
song.
thing. So y'all remember when I was telling y'all about the Low Tier God situation about the chick? So it's been resolved. So what happened is, I guess just for a quick, recap for the viewers, the chick had came at Low Tier God unprovoked. Low Tier God made a YouTube video, roasted her. She got mad. She got his YouTube video taken down. He got upset because he's like, you're playing with my money. So it turned out that he found, I guess, her OnlyFans or something, and he was like, "Bitch, you whack as hell." And he posted it. She said she was gonna get a revenge porn case on him. She started a GoFundMe, and
Revenge porn?
she said she was gonna get revenge porn on him.
Yeah, you
What
you
is
you
that?
can't. Oh, so. For those that don't know, yeah,
Out of, spite.
yeah. For those that don't know, well, it's very specific. It is news that was sent to you in confidence that you then make public out of spite. So you can't use a revenge porn case if you,
On the
the
OnlyFans.
plaintiff, put the nudes out for public consumption.
Even
Yeah.
if it's behind a paywall.
So
Oh, even if it's
that's
behind
what
the
happened.
paywall, how about that's exactly what I'm about to say. Hey man,
Yeah, like
No,
it's out there
because
for
you
public
posted
consumption.
it on you posted it in a public space. OnlyFans is a public space. Even if it's behind the paywall, if anybody can access it, even through monetary
Yeah,
means.
yeah. There's no
you
special
put
code.
something in public.
You don't have to be invited. Nah, you can just type in the website, put in a card, and then go.
Yep.
Yeah,
You also posted a link to this, so you're literally sending traffic to it.
Yeah. So long story short, she did all of this. She didn't got to GoFundMe. People was sending the money, and then she turned around. She was like, "Well, the lawyer said, yeah, I didn't have a case." And she
no
said
shit.
because he's broke, and they're like, "Nah, bitch, you didn't have a case at all." So then her fans or her community was like, so how you gonna give us our money back?" And she was like, "Well, I can't because I don't know exactly who everybody is, and anybody could be lying about they gave me the money." This bitch talking about some. Then right after that post, she was like, "Man, I'm be going back for sushi again today."
Bruh.
wow.
Oh my god. Oh my
And
god.
it's so funny because she got over on these people so hard, bro. And it's like everybody tried to, they're trying to, simp for her. Oh yeah, you're right. You gonna get him. You gonna win. And it's like it was some kind of meme of him saying you should kill yourself. And he said this is what the lawyer sent her as soon as she tried to make a case against me.
Hey, nah.
So
Hey, that's what they
ultimately,
get. I don't feel bad for them at all.
bro, I think it's
That's a
funny
good one.
because again, all of this was because she unprovokedly went against him, came at him for. She said because he called her a liar, and it turned out in the video, all he actually was on their side. So she came at his past, got cooked up, and hurt, got her feelings hurt. Then she talked about some. Oh, and then you got your porn exposed, and then you didn't even get a case. So you just took 3 L's for no reason, for
Not really,
literally
though.
no reason.
Not really though. If you think about it, she kind of took some W's because, like, if you look at that from
All
a
the
business,
government did was getting she got the clout, she got the
She
money,
did.
so
She
she
yeah,
did.
took
she
the
got,
dub.
yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, you can look at it like, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's
'Cause,
true.
I mean, that's how I
That is
see it.
true.
Like, that's the only reason why you
That's
telling
true.
me she went
I
at this
mean,
man
he's still in his
unprovoked,
own
and
situation, and
yeah,
she got some
like,
extra clout and some money, so
yeah,
she took the
Yeah,
dub.
yeah,
yeah,
like,
that is true.
So, I mean, like, I feel like they got what they deserve. Like, they're gonna do it again. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Like,
Hey y'all, come on, hey, one of y'all, let's start some drama together, bro, so we can get some clout and some money off the next episode. Hey,
That's the
I ain't
easy way
lying.
right there.
I'm
we
finna go
need a
tweet some
female
shit
in
at
here,
Star
bro.
right now.
We need a female in here, bro, so we can get some drama
I'm
going.
finna go tweet some shit
Nah,
at Star right
I
now.
take that back immediately. I take
This
that
book
back
ass
immediately.
nigga
No offense.
Starface on. Let me tell you about this fuck nigga Starface on.
Man,
Yeah,
All right.
that's how you do it right there.
Music. Oh, by the way,
Oh, music, yeah.
the WNBA finals is going on. I didn't know. Anyway,
Did y'all hear about that? Did y'all hear about
So
that dude talking
overall,
about women's tennis and how was Serena or Venus? They would be like they couldn't beat like the 207th ranked man.
Bro, that shit
yeah,
old, bro.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
old. Yeah.
bro,
Okay, I was just
you wanna know what's funny
Now,
though? Is they actually had like some shit like that back in the 70s.
yeah,
Like,
it
yo.
was
I just seen something
tragic,
That was
about
bro.
that.
bad.
I just seen
It
something
was
about that.
tennis
tragic.
is one of the few sport. Tennis is one of the few sports that is actually the easiest thing where you can do like intergender matches.
But there was one woman that beat a man, but they said that man.
That's
But they
happened
said
on several occasions, but at the top level, the most important, it was I think it was what's the name? Was it McEnroe?
was it?
John
Yeah,
Mac.
it was, and they said that he lost purposely so he could, because he bet against himself so he could pay back some
So
debt.
he could get out
That's
gambling debts, bro.
No.
hilarious.
Well, no. You wanna know the funny thing about it though is that that's one of those conspiracy theories that could be really true, but John
That-
McEnroe just actually lost that match. But he is
He
a
was,
known
but
huge fucking gambler.
he was like what 70 something years old.
No, he wasn't in the
That's why. That's
70s,
why
but he
that
was
nigga.
definitely past his
That's
prime.
why that nigga doing. That's why that nigga doing commercials now. Cause of his gambling stuff. This nigga ain't
Mhm.
really got money like that.
What about the trans MMA fighter that's beating the crap out of all these women?
Oh,
Bro,
that's
Oh
my
no,
favorite
no,
thing. No, that's my
that was
favorite thing, bro. Equal rights, equal fights.
That's so unfair, bro. That's
Dude
like
so
was an
not right, bro.
ex-marine, bro.
that's childish. That's
that's
actually
the thing.
childish.
Nah,
Bro,
bro.
That is
bro,
wrong.
Nah, bro.
That is
if you look at
wrong,
what this nigga looked like before, bro, he looked like Braun Strowman, bro. He was like his big ass nigga, bro.
Nah, bro. It's all.
bro.
No
That is
way,
straight
bro.
dirty.
No, no. This is equality. This is actual equality.
Yeah,
This is
this
what
is what they
happens.
said.
That's
Bruh,
aggravated assault, bro. You
This is what
literally
they
like,
wanted. This is what they asked for.
bruh. First of all, they want to do, you know, you know, what is it? I can't think of what it's called, but when you have women and men against each other, like just do that. But I
Domestic
mean,
violence.
hey, bro. I mean, hey, it's gonna be assault, definitely, and it's gonna be
Like,
a
bro, there's a
lot
reason.
of bodies hitting the floor, and they ain't gonna be the men.
There's a reason they separated,
Definitely, there's a
sports.
reason. Like,
Cause like these combat sports, bro. Like y'all seen it. This ain't the first time. Like y'all thought Joanna Man was just a comedy. That shit was a precursor, bro. like, bro. Actually, I think
I
it's a controversy right now.
I'm gonna go get a push up bra and join the WNBA. I'm gonna cross some bitches off.
I'll be right there cheering you on, bro.
that's
Bro,
girl.
bro, I'm gonna go get my hair redone, bro. I'm gonna just get this shit in some cornrows, bro. I'm gonna go out there, motherfucker. Oh my god, bitch,
Hey, I'm having a boombox playing.
Hey, this was the outcome of her last match, bro.
Oh, okay,
Hey,
okay.
bro, just imagine you poster a bitch in the WNBA. Can you say you trans and just dunk on the beat? Get a Michael Winton, a baseline,
Wow.
dunk on.
That's a man. That's a man.
That is.
That's a whole ass bruh.
His forearms
Bruh.
are bigger than her head, bro.
Bro, he's actually killing her.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm like, bro, this is actually
Bruh.
aggravated assault, bro.
He is actually killing her.
Yeah.
Like
No,
this
no.
is not
I
even
think I
like
told y'all about- I
a
think I
joke
told y'all about the
anymore,
other,
bruh. That's
transgender. No, that's what I'm saying. I think I told y'all about the other transgender, the Hispanic one, who was on Twitter talking about I'm tired of people always going against us, and I said, oh, you weren't tired when you cracked that girl's skull open and they blocked me. They legitimately, they were going against some Asian girl, right? And they literally just sat on her chest and actually fractured her skull.
Wow.
Like they just kept beating her in the face.
Jesus Christ. Oh
And I
my
was like, bro,
God.
whole nigga out there beating on a woman, bro. I was like, I'm gonna beat the shit out you. Hey man, fuck all that trans shit. Hey, look, you want me to I motherfucking run your
I
That's
think that
before and
was one
after.
of the one things I thought was really funny and real at the same time. As Chappelle said, he was like, "Man, that man that was Kylie Jenner or whatever. was a woman for 1 year and won woman of the year. Like, bitch ain't never had a period or nothing. He better than all you bitches.
Everybody in Detroit.
Bruh, and then what he said white women probably look at y'all like blackface.
Nah. Nah, bro.
That shit was fucked up,
Okay,
bro. It was
okay,
funny as
song.
hell.
What's the song?
Oh yeah. Ooh, right. Who picking? Wait, who get to pick the song?
Who can do it? Yeah.
Hold on. This man literally said was like, oh, I wanted to say stars here, so we're gonna get started. Nah.
I mean, I would love to make a song first. I should first pick. You know.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm
Stop
gonna
posting
pick
these
drill
pictures.
song, this is me, bro.
Yeah, that's the before and after.
Stop posting these
Yeah.
pictures.
Wow.
Before and after.
Brock Lesnar, little brother, bro.
Bruh. It's
God
not even
damn.
cool, bro. It's not even
Yeah.
cool, bro.
This a whole nigga choking out a woman, bro.
Yep. That's
On national
2021.
television, and it's okay.
And everybody
Equality.
cheering it on.
Get him,
You
boy.
better not-
I'm about to
Hey,
watch
you
the
better
whole
not-
match.
Hey, but all I know is you better not be a nigga buying no candy at the corner store.
Man.
Oh, kids, you're done.
All right, man. A star man, go get started, bro.
I get to pick a song.
Yes.
Let me go.
Overwatch?
Michael.
Let me check real quick. What did I want y'all to listen to?
Oh shit! I almost accidentally turned the radio on, man.
It's crazy. Nah. Okay. Okay.
You know
Hard
what?
Quarter pound, half a pound, whole pound of cake.
What else? Crazy Ray Shadowlands.
So I probably listened to this song the most recently. So
OJ the Juice Man.
it's called Heartbreak.
Heartbreak.
By a Bot. Yeah, Heartbreak by a Bot.
By
I thought he said
a
A
bot.
bot. ABBOT.
This gotta be a K-pop
I
song.
feel like I've heard this before.
It's not.
Is it a bot or is it Abbott?
K-pop song.
Or Abbott. It might be Abbott.
Okay, maybe I haven't heard this.
Okay.
Is it a remake?
I don't know. I just it came on my Discover Weekly recently, and honestly, I don't even know the lyrics yet. So I'm gonna be looking at the lyrics also. I just like how the song sounds.
Because I'm seeing some Josiah Heartbreak featuring Travis Barker.
No, that's not the song.
I know it's not the song, but
He just telling you what he see.
Yeah, no. Wait, I gotta pull it up on YouTube because I listen to it on Spotify, so I go.
We all can use Spotify link, right?
Y'all got Spotify?
I found it on YouTube.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna post it on YouTube now.
Right about YouTube and DistroKid. Okay. All right. I'm gonna check it out.
Hey, post a link,
like I
man.
said,
Post a link,
I
man.
watch what is.
Oh, I got you. I think this is it.
Yeah. Let me see. You posting the Discord?
Right under the
yeah.
trans blocker.
I'll post a link for what if too if y'all
I
watch.
put it in the general. My bad, but it don't matter. Screw it.
All right. I'm gonna listen to it real quick and make sure this is what I listen to.
It's got 7,000 views.
When I get to pick a song, I'm gonna pick On the Floor Romance.
Oh my god! And then we gotta dissect
That's
those-
ridiculous.
We gotta dissect those lyrics. Jesus Christ!
Look at what you started.
Nah, that's gonna be super funny. I can't lie.
I'm out, cuz. I know I've heard.
Yeah, that's song.
Okay, all right. No,
Oh, look at Zaraki coming through, man, finding the right link and shit.
I
Good
posted a
job,
link
bro.
to, what if.
No, don't congratulate me. I should have got the wrong link. Anyway, this stream's been fun.
All right. Well,
He's
we
gotta go
finna
to work.
go ahead and wind it on down. We want to thank everybody for viewing today. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for doing what you do, boo boo. Yeah. Yeah.
No, you can't make that sound cool. You can't make that sound cool, bud. You just called our audience.
Boo boo. I mean, I'm
the
Yogi.
The Megan, I'm glad you stopped by today. It's always nice to have
The
you.
Mahogany. Yeah. Thank you, Mahogany. You are one of our most frequent viewers. Thank you, Mahogany.
Thank you, boo boo.
I just want to say I don't think of y'all as feces. Y'all
come back and
You
check us
say
out
feces?
every Wednesday. Every Wednesday around 8 o'clock. That's usually when we go live on both. Well, I said both, all three: YouTube gaming, Facebook gaming, and on Twitch. You can check us on Twitter at Onlyfans GG. You can check us on YouTube, Onlyfans GG at YouTube, and you can check us out on Facebook gaming, Onlyfans GG. I am Uwu Simp. I am joined by the Dark Shadow Khan.
Since when did your name get B in front of it?
Oh God.
I'm joined by the Masked Villainy, aka Gobi Bryant, aka Lord of AKs, aka AKAA.
What's your boy?
What's the last they stand for?
We got the Zaraki here, coming in loud and clear.
Yes,
I
sir.
got a feeling I ain't getting a DM.
He got started. He got skilled.
Dark. I fucking hate you, Dark. I fucking hate you, bro. I fucking hate you,
Maybe
bro.
next time you'll get an outro.
I fucking hate you, bro. Man, until next time, I'm Nick Diamond. Good